schedule natin. But never mind, at least at some point nabuo na natin ito. Ito ang aming patuloy na programa na ang instruction ko sa PCSO mula pa from the very beginning na kailangan na yung pangalan ninyo, balikan ninyo, Philippine Charity Sweepstake. Ang Philippine Charity Sweepstake, ibig sabihin, yung kinikita sa sweepstake ay ginagamit para sa iba't ibang mga ganitong klaseng programa. At kaya tinutuloy-tuloy namin. And so far, we have been able to provide already 76% of the LGUs in the country with at least one patient transport vehicle. And sabi ni GML, he promises me that he will be finished with the entire Philippines by the end of this year. Today, we are releasing 71 of these patient transport vehicles, 12 for Agusan del Norte, together with Butuan, 20 for Surigao, 19 for Surigao del Sur. Dinagat Islands have 7 and 8 for Davao de Oro and 4 Davao Oriental and 1 in Misamis Occidental. And some of the, meron tayong mga LGU rito na sa ngayon ay first-timer. Ika nga ngayon lang nagkaroon ng ganitong klaseng vehicle, kaya't mabuti naman. At iyon po ang inuna namin, yung mga walang-wala, kahit na kailan hindi pa nagkaroon, alam naman natin, kailangan ito eh. At we have chosen the design nitong patient transport vehicle na maging appropriate sa conditions dito sa Pilipinas. Dahil kung minsan, pinagbibigyan at meron nagdo-donate, yung mga gandang ambulansya na kumpletong-kumpleto, pero pagka nasira, hindi na natin maayos, walang pyesa, pati yung mga maliliit natin na daan hindi makapasok, all of these problems. So sabi namin, hanap tayo ng modelo na madaling i-maintain, kayang i-maintain, at may pyesa at hindi mahirapan ng mga LGU para kung sakali sa maintenance, regular maintenance lang, ay makikita natin ay maging maayos ang patakbo. But beyond that, we have also made sure that each of the vehicles have already within them the basic necessities, the basic equipment. Meron tayong stretcher, oxygen tank, wheelchair, first aid kit, blood pressure monitor, may mga gamot, iba pang kagamitan na kailangan pagka-emergency. So this is something that we are very, very confident will make a big difference in our healthcare system. Dahil ang dahilan kung bakit binigyan ko ng malaking focus ang healthcare sa Pilipinas ay dahil hindi ko makalimutan ang mga sinasabi ng aking mga ninuno, ayusin mo ang healthcare system dahil kahit gaano ka kayaman, kahit gaano ka kasikat, kapag ikaw ay may sakit at hindi magandang pakiramdam mo, hindi mo magagamit, hindi mo mararamdaman yung yaman mo, yung sikat mo, kung pagka dahil inaalala mo yung kalagayan mo. And so that is why at the very basic, if you do not have a healthy population, you cannot have a happy population. And that is what we need to do. We have to bring the healthcare down to the people. And that is why we change the system na hindi na ang LGU ang magdadala nitong mga sasakyan na ito ay kung hindi ang PCSO na. That's why they nag-rent kayo ng Roro. Nagkumuha sila ng Roro para madala itong lahat na ito dahil hindi lamang itong 71, yun ang nakikita natin dito. Meron pa sa Kidapawan, 100 pa, 158 na ipapamigay sa Kidapawan. So sinakay lahat ito para dito. Kaya malapit na tayong dito sa, well, I think ang inuna natin, one of the priorities that we did was here, down south. Dahil ito yung area na talagang matagal nang hindi maservisan na mabuti. Kaya doon tinitingnan namin saan yung mga kulang na kulang. We saw immediately that here in the region that is one of the areas where hindi na servisan ng mabuti when it comes to these vehicles. Kaya we are making sure na malapit na. Ilan na tayo, Mel? Ilan na tayo sa Mindanao in terms of percentage?
Sir, leaving 70 the national.
We already? All right. So the 158 operation transport vehicles will be going to Region 11, 12 at BARM. These are the other areas na nakita namin na kulang ang serbisyo na ibinibigay at ang pagpadala nitong mga ganitong klaseng mga vehicles para makatulong naman sa kanila. Sa dami ng mga sakuna na nangyayari, Bagyo, Lindol pa. Si Gov. Johnny and I were discussing the damage that was caused by the last earthquake. We have the unfortunate estimate from Secretary Sani na because of the last earthquake, Davao and its environs, lahat-lahat nasira na school room is about 650 na school room na kailangan natin ayusin ulit. Mabuti nandito mga LGU. Meron tayong bagong scheme para pabilisin natin ang pagpagawa ng mga school room. Ito ibang programa na naman ito. Dahil pagkadinaan, ang sistema ngayon is that, I'm sure dumaan kayo sa Congress, nakikita ninyo ito. The system now is that may budget ang DepEd para sa classrooms. Pagpatayo ng classroom, pag-rehabilitate ng classroom. Okay. Ngayon, binago natin, sinabi natin, ang rehabilitation and repair, iiwan na natin sa LGU. So, I think that's okay. But, yung budget ng DepEd, hindi binababayan sa DPWH. Kaya yung mga clearance, yung mga permitting sa DPWH ginagawa, masyadong matagal. Napakatagal. Kaya para pabilisin natin, we are changing the system. From now on, lahat ng LGU na may kapasidad, na may kaya, ida-download namin ang pondo sa LGU na. Kayo na ang magpatayo ng inyong eskwelahan. At saka, nakakasiguro ako kasi ako malakas ang loob ko sa mga LGU executives dahil hindi sila pwedeng mag-ghost project. Sisitahin kayong lahat. Di kayo pwedeng gawin substandard. At pagka ginawa ninyo yun, araw-araw, minumura kayo ng mga constituent ninyo kung di tama ang trabaho ninyo. Kaya't malakas ang loob ko. Sabi ko, hindi, bakit natin aantayin? Bakit pa natin inaantay ang LGU? Basta may kaya. Meron siyempre mga 5th, 6th, kung walang gamit, 4th, 5th, 6th class municipalities, for example, may walang gamit. So yun, kailangan talaga ng assistance. Pero karamihan naman ng LGU ay may kaya na gawing by administration. Makakamura pa. We all know the experience in LGU is that pagka by administration, ang local executive ang gumawa, ang LGU ang gumawa, it is cheaper than if you go to national. The reason is kasi yung bureaucracy natin, ang gulo-gulo, ang tagal-tagal. Kaya yun ang ating bagong scheme. And that is what we are going to do para pabilisin ang pagpatayo ng classroom, ang pag-rehabilitate ng classroom. At alam naman natin, meron naman yung standard design. Hindi naman kailangan imbentuhin ulit o design uli yan. May standard design yan, may standard costing. Bahala na ang ating mga LGU. And I'm hoping that this will accelerate the the construction of school buildings dahil malayo pa tayo doon sa pangangailangan. Tapos darating pa yung lindol. Ito pa, nasisira pa yung mga classroom natin. And so this is I guess nangyari kasi ito kasi lumaki ako sa LGU eh. Kaya talagang matagal ko nang sinasabi yan. Congressman pa ako, senator pa ako. Sinasabi ko na hindi nyo kinakausap ang mga LGU. Maraming kakayahan ng LGU. May kailangan tulungan, talagang kailangan tulungan. Pero pagka you consult with the LGUs, ang sasabi, pagka kinausap namin yung mga mayor at saka governor, puro reklamo lang ang naririnig namin. Sabi ko, kasi tinitigil nyo yung usapan doon. Pagkatapos nila magreklamo, magsasabi din sila kung ano yung dapat maging solusyon. Kaya't makinig kayo na mabuti. And that's what we are doing now. And this is a closer coordination between the national government and the LGUs. This is part of that new principle, that new concept that we are adopting, and then the new scheme that we have to accelerate the building of schoolrooms, school buildings in and around the Philippines, so that we will achieve at least partways ang naging kulang sa ating mga schoolroom, sa ating mga school building. At continuing support. Mamaya nga pupuntahan kami, meron kaming nagbibigay na kami ng Starlink, nagbibigay na kami ng computer, nagbibigay na kami ng whiteboard. Lahat ito para sa mga eskwelahan. Dahil isa pa yon, I have promised myself that the remainder of my term, we will concentrate. We'll concentrate on very many things. But the first and top priority is going to be in education. Because hindi tayo makapag-compete sa ating mga karatig bansa. Hindi na bale sa buong mundo, pero kahit na yung ating mga Asian countries, hindi tayo makapag-compete kung hindi maayos ang training ng ating mga kabataan. Maraming kasama yan, pagka-education, pati feeding, kasama na rin dyan. That's why we have gone all the way. Meron tayong programa ngayon na the first 1,000 days of a child's life. It's from conception. The 1,000 days is counted from conception. So, from then on, meron tayong support para sa ating mga mga parents at saka mga kabataan, so that they get the proper nutrition, dahil alam natin that is the time, the 1-year-old to 6 years old is when the brain is forming. Kaya't kailangan na they have proper nutrition, they are proper training, and pagkadating sa eskwelahan naman, pag kulang ang pagkain, meron tayong feeding program. So we have to continue to take care of our children para naman they are healthy. Kasi ang pinakamalaking dahilan kung bakit hindi makapasok, hindi makapag-aral yung mga bata, may sakit. One of them is masakit ang ngipin. So nagbibigay tayong toothbrush, nagbibigay tayo. Kasama na rin yan. You wouldn't think it would be part of education, but it is. And so that's what we are trying to do. And once again, we are going to have to depend on our LGU executives. Nasa sa inyo pa rin. Dahil kayo ang nandyan, you are the ones on the ground. And it works both ways. Hindi lamang kung ano yung utos galing sa national government, ay dapat kung meron pa kayong kailangan, meron pa kayong hinain, meron pa kayong hindi natapos na kailangan pang tignan ulit, ay sabihan nyo kami para alam namin yung gagawin din namin. That's why we have strengthened the system of the regional development councils. Dati, ang talagang concept ng Regional Development Council, meron tayong Provincial Development Council, meron tayong Regional Development Council. Pataas ng pataas yan. Tapos yung RDCs, all the RDCs, magbibigay ng proposal sa yung tinatawag na NEDA noon, which is now DepDev. So, yun ang magiging basihan ng plano para kung ano yung gagawin, ano yung mga priority projects na gagawin ng national government together with the LGUs. And so we are strengthening that system so that the LGUs have a louder voice, a stronger voice, and that is what, in the national government, that is what we need. Because I'm sure all of you, pare-pareho ang ating pag-iisip. Noong gobernador pa ako ng Ilocos Norte, basta sinasabi ko, kailangan ako ang pinaka-eksperto dito sa Ilocos Norte. Kailangan alam ko lahat ang nangyayari dito, alam ko lahat ang problema. Walang makakapagsabi sa akin nang hindi ko alam tungkol sa sarili kong probinsya. That's still the same. All the LGUs, the mayors know their towns, they know their municipalities better than anybody. The governors know their provinces better than anybody. And so, you are the experts. That's why we go back to you. Kaya yan po ang patuloy nating programa, and to bring government down. And we do this with a whole of government approach, i.e., lahat-lahat ng departamento, basta't makatulong kung anong man programa yon, ay nagsasama, nagko-convergence sila. They have a convergence meeting, who will do what, and may tasking, para kumpleto. At hindi yung may kaunti dito, may kaunti riyan. Kung may programa, kumpleto. And that is the continuing idea that we have adopted now in the national government, and I hope that this will, as I said, give the LGUs a stronger voice, and to make programs such as this, the giving of the transport vehicles, programs such as this are successful. We cannot do this without you. Hindi namin magagawa itong ganitong transport. Hindi namin magagawa yung school room kung hindi sa LGU. Kaya bibigyan kayo ng mas maraming trabaho, but at the same time, you are now capable of doing more. And that is what we mean by everybody working together, everybody helping each other, working in the same direction, trying to achieve a common plan. At pagka nagawa natin yan, ayun, masasabi natin, eto na, bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat. Magandang umaga sa inyo.
Mr. President, at this point, may we request the President to kindly grant us a group photo downstage. Likewise, may we invite all of our guests to gather at the center. Ready? At the count of 3. Here goes. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Mr. President, for granting us a photo opportunity. And that concludes our program. Thank you, Mr. President, for gracing the distribution of the PCSO patient transport vehicles in Butuan City. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. We would like to request everyone to please remain in your respective places until the President has left the venue.